All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of CNN Sports, along with your hosts, Christian Bracey and Marcus Hayes, and our two very special guests today, Nick Wright and Melvin McGee. So let's go ahead and get this started. You haven't heard already, JJ Watt is going to Arizona. Um, so I'll start off with you, Nick. JJ Watt at one point in time was known as one of the best defenders ever. He had like a 5-year stretch where he was just great. These past 5 years, though, he's been a little rough. But injuries is a big reasoning for that. But anyway, I want to get your opinion on this. Do you think JJ Watt going to Arizona helps or hurts the Cardinals? And what chance do you give them of winning the division and coming out the NFC?
All right, so first, it obviously helped them. The only reason it hurt them is they used that cap space on somebody that's not even going to be there. Because, like you said, for the last 5 years, he ain't even been doing nothing really well. He'd be out there, but then he get hurt. I don't even know the last time he played a full season. But So I think it helped him a little bit. But I think he should have went somewhere else to actually get a Super Bowl. Because, like you said, he like one of the best like defensive players ever. He has no Super Bowl. He barely even competes in the playoffs. So the Cardinals, they're a good team, but are they even the best in their division with Matthew Stafford on the Rams?
Right.
Like they might not even be the best in their division, and he just went to that team. So I think it obviously helped them. They could win. I just watched the Buccaneers win. But the Cardinals, I don't know. They got D Hop, they got JJ Watt. They're not gonna get D Hop, so they're not gonna make a reunion of the Texans. So. But I think they'll be straight. They'll do their thing.
Melvin.
I got them second in the division.
Second.
Yeah, second in the division, especially if Russell Wilson get traded. Then.
Yeah. So who do you have first?
Rams.
What
about as long as Matthew stay healthy.
What about San Francisco?
I don't believe in Jimmy Garoppolo. Standing right now, no. They might make a move for Justin Fields or then come back to me.
Right now. I don't think they'll get Justin, but even if they have Jimmy G, even though he can sell you out, their defense is
Nick Bosa coming off of ACL. They don't have Quan no more. We'll see. No more DeForest Buckner, Richard Sherman gone. So defense is not the same as it was 2 years ago when they went to the Super Bowl.
It's not. Fred Warner got better though.
They defensive coach gone too, right?
He coached the Jets.
Yeah, he the Jets head coach. Yeah, so they don't even got him anymore. Who they new defensive coordinator?
I think he was.
I don't even know him or what he gonna do. So we're gonna have to wait and see.
Whew. So where do you think he should have went?
He could have went to the Colts. Could have went to the Steelers. He could have went to the Rams. But in all honesty, he should have went to the Steelers. Play with his brothers. Feel like he'd be happy there.
I don't think the Rams would be able to afford him anyway.
I mean, is he trying to win a ring or is he trying to get money? That's what it really comes down to. Because if he won a ring and solidify himself, he already a Hall of Famer, but do he want that ring to like have that argument that he over Aaron Donald or something like that? Then,
well, if that was the case, Tampa Bay was on his list. He could have went there.
I don't know if they're gonna win this time.
Cause Shaq Barrett, he out of there. He played himself into a fat contract. He's out of there. So he could have went to Tampa Bay. Go ahead though, Mark. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna pass it to Melvin and see.
Oh, go ahead, Mel.
Obviously, hey, I'm a little biased. He definitely should have came to the Steelers, though. Had all the watts, but no, for sure. Though, I think that him playing with the Cardinals, I think it's only gonna help. I mean, it's not gonna hurt him. I mean, what do you don't really lose none or lose any level of competition, anything like that. So it helps him a little bit. I'm not completely sold, like Nick said. I think they're gonna be the second best, maybe third best. I don't really believe in it being the first best team coming out that division. So I got Rams and I think 49ers can still make. I think they're gonna get a new QB. And they run game is still pretty good. Still got George Kittle, and I think their defense still be pretty good. But as long as even with Jimmy Garoppolo, they went like 13-3. The defense was
Yes,
stacked,
they
and the
did.
run game was really good. But I'm not just throwing
It
them
was
over
pretty
the
good, all
first
right.
number. Yeah, it was really good. But second and third, but I don't got them over the Rams. Their defense too solidified.
All right, Christian, what you think?
Oh man. I didn't expect him to go to Arizona. I really thought that my squad had a chance to get him. I thought he was coming home for a minute, and that didn't happen though, unfortunately. But I think as long as he's healthy, I think it's a good move for them to pair him with Isaiah Simmons, Chandler Jones, a Pro Bowler. I think they can make some noise. How far can they go though in the NFC as far as postseason wise? I don't know. First of all, it depends where they land in the division, because I don't think with J.J. Watt, I don't think they are the best team in their division. I go to far as say, if San Francisco, if they can get back to who they were 2 years ago or something similar to that, are they even top 2 in their division? Are they better than the Rams? Are they better than San Francisco? I think they're better than Seattle, especially without Russell Wilson. They definitely better than Seattle. But right now, we're looking at third and two, second and third in their division. And the NFC wise, they're not better than Tampa Bay. They're not better than Green Bay. They're not better unless the Saints get a quarterback, or even if they keep Drew Brees, if he stays, they're not better than the Saints. Okay, so we got to see, what other teams do. So they fighting for a wild card spot, honestly. So I mean, we'll see what he does, but at one point in time, J.J. Watt was arguably the greatest defender ever. I mean, he's a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and injuries kicked his behind. So that's that.
So you think the Rams are clear-cut favorite for number 1 division?
No. I think it's between. I think Arizona has a chance, but I'm going to go with LA or San Francisco to be number 1. If San Francisco can get back to that level that they were 2 years ago or something similar, they're number 1 in the division.
Personally, I just don't think they can get back to that level though.
Like Nick said, number 1.
Like Nick said, their whole defense has changed, and Nick Bosa's coming off of an ACL injury. Like, I don't think they're going to be the same. Like, ACL injuries aren't as severe as they were before, but it's still you missed a whole year basically of live action football. You got to come back. You got to play great offensive linemen sometimes, and I don't know how much he's going to be able to really go around it. We'll just have to see. But at the same time, it's like I'm not having the Rams as a clear-cut favorite. I think that if Matthew Stafford lives up to what he's supposed to do, I think they're clear-cut. But I don't think, even if Seattle keeps Russell Wilson, I don't think they can even be better than the Rams. They might end with a better record because the Rams might be trying to click on different cylinders, trying to figure out what they can do, but they won't be better than the Rams. And I think Arizona, they were competing with the Seahawks this year, so I think they can still be better than the Seahawks, Russell Wilson or not. And San Francisco, I think everybody coming back healthy that they were missing. Fred Warner's getting better. Kittle will be there and everything. So I think San Francisco, they'll probably be either 2 or 3 in that division. But I don't see Arizona being that powerhouse defense that they maybe are thinking that they have right now. They have some good pieces over there, but they got to piece it all together. Just keep on clicking, and they got to go on from there. They were relying on their offense a lot this year, so maybe adding J.J. Watt might add a few turnovers to a game or something and make them a better team. So I don't think they'll be the best, but I think they'll be in at least the debate to be the best team in that division.
And the thing is he going to be healthy? That's the number one question. Is J.J. Watt going to be healthy? Because like you said, Nick, when was the last time he played a full season? I don't know.
He just played
it's been a long
season.
time.
No,
he just did this year?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he played 2 years ago. So within the last 3 years, within the last 3 years, he played two of the last 3 seasons. He played full season. One of them played 8.
Okay.
How good do y'all think he is now?
I think he just like I think he's literally good. So for him to go to that team, I don't think he's good enough to just take them over the hump like that. Now, if he would have went to a team like the Steelers, oh yeah, he like that's adding that for literally nothing. That's OP. Yeah. Like that's a great steal. Or the Browns, that's a great steal. Like nothing.
He's not close to what he used to be. I'm sorry.
Absolutely not.
He's not close to what he used to be.
Absolutely not.
I'm not gonna go as far as saying he like completely washed, but JJ Watt, he's not JJ Watt like what he used to be. His name is Justin James Watt, and I'm taking the JJ away from him. He's Justin James now. So yeah,
JJ Watt is JJ Watt. I'm not saying he's
he's still good
like
though.
You said, Mark. He's still good, but can he ever get back to that elite level status?
Yeah,
So we'll see. I don't think, especially with Aaron Donald right now, I don't think he'll ever be over Aaron Donald anymore. But we'll see.
All right, but I want to move on to the next one because I know Nick been waiting on this. I'm gonna start off with Nick. I'm gonna start off with Nick on this.
You gonna start off with me again?
Yeah. I want to start off with you on this one. Actually, no. I want to save you for the end. Melvin, who are your top 5 quarterbacks in the league at this moment? In order.
So I was
in order.
Doing some thinking earlier. You know what I'm saying? After, a little break. And I got Patrick number 1.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm saying Aaron Rodgers. Definitely played out of his mind. Had a crazy season. My number 3 is Deshaun Watson. Though. That his body of work with like literally nothing. Like didn't even have his teammates, no line, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy season for him. Number 4, I got Josh Allen. He played out of his mind.
Ooh.
Like he played really well. Ooh. My number 5 is tough though.
Somebody not making this list.
Yeah, somebody. Okay. My number 5.
Don't be peer pressured.
Nah, I don't. It's between Kyler and Lamar. Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Okay.
I'm about to say Russell Wilson. I mean, he got
it. But no, Russell Wilson, he started off amazing and he just ended like terribly, bro. Like really bad. Like it wasn't good for him. So correct. It's between Kyler and Lamar for me. And I'm gonna take Lamar because I'm more sold on his game. And then Kyler. I don't know if he can, like Lamar. I know what Lamar, if he just gets some more weapons, it's nothing. It's cake, bro. Like Kyler has Diop. Like I'd rather take Lamar. That's just me. So Lamar is my number 5.
Christian, what you got? Man. What you got, Christian?
I agree with Melvin's first 3. You said my homeboy Aaron and
Deshaun.
Deshaun, yeah. I agree with that. 4 and 5. I got Josh Allen in my top 5, but he's 5th, and I got Russell Wilson 4th. That's my top 5.
Whew.
Okay.
Explain.
Well, the first 2 don't have to
not
be
even the first 3. I want to hear about this Josh Allen.
Please.
Explain me Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. I mean, this year his completion percentage went up from 58% to 69%, if I'm not mistaken. He was in the MVP race. I mean, he balled out the whole entire year this year. And then postseason wise, they just lost to my homeboy and the Chiefs. But I think Josh Allen, I think he's gonna get better from here on out. I mean, Stephon Diggs is a large part to his success this year. But I think Josh Allen is about to improve season after season. He did tremendous this year. I don't know how anybody could say he's not a top 5 quarterback at this present moment in time. I don't understand that.
I just give you the top 5 for real then. Patrick, Aaron, Deshaun, Russell, Lamar. That's why. He's not better than any of them.
I don't. Well, since
Let's hear it.
so the question you asked is like, I don't think Josh Allen is better than Russell Wilson or Lamar or even Kyler, but he had a better season than Russell Wilson.
He did.
I wasn't asking about who had a better season. Who is the better quarterback? Who are the top 5
but you can be
quarterbacks
better
in the league right now?
You can be better and not show it though. Like I definitely know that those players are better than Josh Allen, but they didn't play better.
Proceed, Nick.
So I'm just sticking with my 5.
Proceed,
I'm gonna
Nick.
stick with my 5.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Where do I begin? Christian. Out of everybody in your top 5, who didn't have an elite receiver?
Everybody in my top 5. Let me see. Aaron had Devontae. Oh, Deshaun Watson, easily.
Okay, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
What happened to him this season? How good he do?
He did great. He went in the playoffs. They went 5 and they won, if I'm not mistaken, won their record 4-11-1 or 5-11.
Okay. What was they the season before with D-Hop?
The season before with D-Hop, they were, if I'm not mistaken, were they 10-6? I know they lost. But they 10-6.
Something like that.
And then they
made the playoffs and
they
beat the Bills, right?
They beat the Bills. They beat the Bills. Then they were up 24-0 against the Chiefs, and they lost 51-24 in the divisional round.
Him losing D-Hop, that affected him in a lot of ways, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. How was Aaron Rodgers last year? We didn't have Devontae Adams for like 12 weeks.
Won 12 weeks, first of all. Got to get your numbers straight, my man. He won 12 weeks.
How
Number
long was
one. It was, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't have him for 2 or 3 games. And
no, last season, the season before that.
That's what I'm talking about. The season
with
before
Matt
that.
LaFleur?
With Matt LaFleur, his first season. He didn't have him for.
He missed
you asked me the question.
He missed 4 weeks.
He didn't. Yeah, he said 12 weeks. Because I remember he got hurt against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, it was week 4, and then he was out until week 9. If I'm not mistaken, not 12 weeks.
Okay.
And that year, he threw 26 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, threw over 4,000 yards. The only quarterback in NFL history to throw over 25 touchdowns with less than 5 interceptions and over 4,000 yards.
Okay.
So that to answer your question,
Josh Allen, his like 50%, like mid 50%, right? And then he got Stephon Diggs.
58% last year. This year, 69 with Stephon.
Okay, he got Stephon Diggs. You think that made a big difference?
I said it did. Stephon was a large part to his success this year.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you my list. I got Patrick 1. He got Travis Kelce, all that. You know, they probably make him look better than he really is. Now I got Lamar. Then I have Deshaun. Then I got Aaron.
Lamar at number 2.
At 2. Yes, I do. Then I have Aaron Rodgers at 4, and I have Russell Wilson at 5.
What a joke! Aaron Rodgers at number 4. That's 4. Laughable. That's laughable.
Okay,
that's laughable.
Let me tell you something.
Laughable.
Did you watch the Packers fan, right?
No. Even if I wasn't a Packers fan, for you to say Aaron Rodgers is the 4th best quarterback in the league, that's just laughable, bro.
Okay, so
that's
you watched the conference championship game, right? What happened on that third down this year? What happened on the third down? The play before Matt LaFleur had to kick the field goal.
Third and goal. I've said this from the jump. Aaron Rodgers choked. He should have ran. Maybe he would have got the touchdown, or he would have been a yard or 2 short from the end zone. He absolutely choked.
So Patrick Mahomes is my 1. You think he would have ran?
I'm sure my homeboy would have ran. Yes.
Lamar. What about Lamar? You think he would have ran?
Lamar, who?
Okay.
Obviously, Lamar would have run. And he probably would have got the touchdown.
Deshaun Watson would have ran.
Deshaun probably would have ran.
Why Aaron Rodgers didn't run?
You said what?
Why didn't Aaron Rodgers run in?
I don't know. Like I said,
I would tell you why. Do you remember the play? He looked down Devontae Adams the entire play.
I remember the first play he threw it to Devontae. It was an incomplete pass. Second play it was to Allen Lazard and it was the incomplete pass. Then third and goal, he should have. Like I said, he should have ran. I agree.
What was he doing instead of running?
He was in the pocket waiting for Devontae or somebody to get open, and
he was staring Devontae Adams down.
Correct, and he should have ran, but he didn't.
Are you telling me he relies on Devontae Adams too much to bail him out? Because that's what it looked like to me on that play.
Oh yeah, that play he relied on one of his receivers to get it done, but it didn't happen. He should have ran. But if you're trying to make the point that Devontae Adams is making Aaron Rodgers better than how he is, that's laughable because we saw Aaron Rodgers before Devontae Adams.
When?
But, and wait a minute, Nick. Wait a minute. Aaron Rodgers. Let me see. 2008. We were saying for about what? Till my homeboy came to the league in 2018. We were saying for about almost 10 years. We've never seen anything like Aaron Rodgers until my homeboy. Literally, it wasn't even an argument.
Aaron Rodgers 10 years ago would have ran that in, Christian.
No. What I'm telling you is, if you're trying to make the argument that Devontae Adams is making Aaron Rodgers better than what he is, you're dead wrong. Because
10 years ago, yeah, but this Aaron Rodgers right now, yes, he is. He's making him way better.
Okay, well, here's the thing. This year, Aaron Rodgers did have the best season of his career. I'm not going to argue that. But if you're making the argument that Devontae Adams is making Aaron Rodgers better than what he is, that's a joke. You have him at fourth. That's a joke. Why am I even wasting my time with you? Go ahead.
I watched the games. I watched the games. You see the red zone? Do you not watch the red zone tape?
Absolutely. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers were great in the red zone this year. They were great. They were one of the best teams. Okay, go ahead.
Allen Lazard is better than everybody on the receiving corps of the Ravens? Allen Lazard.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, talking about you said Baltimore?
Hollywood.
Baltimore. Allen Lazard.
Hollywood.
Do you think so?
Outside Hollywood and Willie Snead, I would say yeah.
So you think Willie Snead and Hollywood Brown is better than Allen Lazard?
Allen Lazard, he ain't no scrub, but he's not a scrub. He's a decent receiver. He's decent. He ain't no scrub though, but he ain't. Oh my gosh, he's just great.
But he can go to the Ravens and start for them and get the most catches and all that, right?
He probably
That's Allen Lazard that can do that. The Ravens have the weakest receiving corps in the league.
No, they don't. That's the Patriots.
Who's worse? They have Julian Edelman. They have Julian Edelman. They have Jacoby.
Julian Edelman, who dropped balls.
Julian Edelman is better than every receiver on the Ravens.
No. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. This is where I'm gonna correct you. The Patriots literally had the worst team offensive wise this year. That ain't even an argument, bro.
Julian Edelman was hurt.
Time out. Outside Julian Edelman, name me another receiver on that team.
Jacoby Brissett.
Name me another receiver.
Myers.
Pardon me?
Oh,
Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers.
Who played quarterback? Receiver. He played quarterback. He has spurts here and there, but really, Jacoby Myers. Name me they tight end if you can name me one.
I don't know they tight end.
You don't know because guess what? They don't have
receiver court. Christian, I said receiving court. I didn't say tight end.
Point is, you said that the Ravens had the worst receiving core in the league. That's wrong.
Yes, they did. Julian Edelman is better than everybody on the Baltimore Ravens receiver core. Yes, he is.
Julian Edelman didn't play. He didn't play good this year. If you watched it, hold on. Let me talk. He did not play good this year. He dropped balls and he missed games. So he wasn't good. I'm just going based off this year. He was not good. He was not.
What was Hollywood? Hollywood Brown, was he good? Was he good this year?
He was better than Julian Edelman.
No, he was not. No, he was not. He was worse. Hollywood Brown was terrible. He's a body catcher. That is horrible for the NFL. They teach him in Pop Warner to catch with the diamond. He doesn't even do that. He catches with his hands. He catches with his body, Christian.
My thing is, like I asked you earlier, you said it was my homeboy, and what were your other two quarterbacks before Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, Deshaun
and who?
Lamar. If you give Deshaun Watson, Devontae Adams, Lamar Jackson, Devontae. If you give Lamar Jackson, Allen Robinson, somebody.
Allen Robinson not even on Green Bay, so I don't know why.
Just somebody of that caliber, he will be over Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah. Agree. Wholeheartedly agree. Deshaun Watson is great no matter who he has. But my thing.
Watson, man.
I'm not. But what'd you say?
You just admitted to Deshaun Watson there because you said you agreed.
No, I agree to that point. No matter who Deshaun has, he's still great. But I'm not taking Deshaun or Lamar over Aaron. I'm not doing that. Only person I'll take over Aaron is Patrick Mahomes.
So, Christian, I'm going to ask you this and I'm going to leave it alone. If Devontae Adams and Allen Lazard and Marquise Valdes-Scantling went to the Ravens and y'all had to get Hollywood Brown Willie Snead, and Boykin. You would
The
still
Ra-
take
the-
Aaron
the-
Rodgers over Lamar?
No, the Ravens would be as a team. They would be better, and
I'm
of
talking
course
about
Lamar.
Lamar versus Aaron Rodgers. Just that. Who you think would play better? Who you think would be better?
Well, I would tell you this. I've seen Aaron with terrible talent like a couple years ago do great. No, I'm not gonna say great, but he's taken some scrubs and turned them into names. I've never seen Lamar. As far as Lamar with Devontae, with Allen, with MVS, he would do that. Anybody with Devontae Adams would succeed. Devontae Adams is what, top 3, top 5 receiver at the max, at the minimum. Excuse me. So anybody with Devontae will succeed.
Yes.
Devontae just didn't blow. Devontae just. I mean, he had a historical year this year and his best by far this year. But Devontae was still legit prior to this year. You making it seem like
Lamar
Devontae
has
was
no
just
help. Lamar has no help though. You're not talking about that. Lamar has no help.
no. No, but why are you
He's supposed
taking
to throw the ball and nobody open?
What can Lamar do that Aaron can't do though? He can run. Aaron can't run.
Yes, he can
like
run. Yes, he can. That counts. We're not saying who's
Okay.
the best passer. He can run.
Well, passing does. I mean, he's a quarterback. Passing does
Yeah,
matter.
that's not what
eventually.
matters. Running, when we bring up running back, we ain't gonna talk about who the best runner. We're gonna talk about Alvin Kamara. He's a catcher too. That's why he's better than
Correct.
a lot of people like Nick Chubb. But
Correct.
when it comes to Lamar, he runs too. It's not just about him passing. If it was
I'm
about
not
who the
taking-
best passers, he wouldn't even be in my top 5.
I'm not taking Lamar over Aaron Rodgers. And you said Lamar is over Deshaun. Did you say that or no?
Over Deshaun too, yeah. Deshaun 3 though.
So you have Lamar as the second best QB in the league.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Go ahead. Change the subject.
Please, please.
Change the subject because he's a joke. Change the subject.
Hey, Mark, quick question. Who was the tight end for the Packers that had like 12 touchdowns? He had like 12 touchdowns?
Robert Tonyan is a top 10
Robert
tight end.
Tonyan. Do you remember the games when he was wide open for 30 yards by himself?
I did.
Have you ever
Yes.
seen Mark
Yes,
Andrews
absolutely.
like that? I never
No.
seen Mark Andrews wide
Not
open like
often,
that ever.
No.
in
Not
any
often.
game.
No. But
Tonyan get open every game like that. Aaron Jones go off the wheel route, be wide open.
And Devontae gets single covered.
Yeah, and Devontae Adams open every play. Every play I watch, he's open.
See, I did.
Doing a slant or
I see.
out.
I see what you're trying to get at. I understand it, but he's not better than Aaron.
Right. He's not better than Aaron Rodgers. Anybody with two
So
eyes.
last year, who was better?
Wait,
Who was
wait,
better
wait,
last
Nick,
year?
wait.
I mean, Lamar had MVP season.
Hold on.
The league hadn't yet.
Exactly.
So who was better
Yeah,
last year?
The
Wait,
league,
hold
the
on,
league
hold on,
hadn't
Nick,
yet
hold on.
figured it out.
Hold on, Nick. This is what you're telling me. A guy that threw for 48 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. That's Aaron Rodgers. And you taking Lamar over that guy.
You can rattle Aaron Rodgers. Yes, you can rattle him. You can't rattle Lamar.
Okay. Well,
Did you watch the Buccaneers game
absolutely.
in a regular
Which
season?
one? Yeah, absolutely I did. He played terrible.
Melvin, what you think? What you think about that game?
Think about
It
which
was-
game.
Buccaneers and Packers in a regular season.
That was his
Aaron
worst
Rodgers
game
look
of his
rattled?
career. I've
He-
said that
he
from the
can-
jump.
They got over him. They gave him
Exactly.
a little-
He looked rattled, right?
And you know what happened, Nick?
Yeah.
When this is where it all started. When he threw that first pick six, that's when the team collapsed. And then he almost threw another pick six, even though the interception got tipped, but it still counts as an interception. But that's nothing here nor there. The point is, it got tipped and he threw another pick. That's what they call it. But anyway, when he threw the second pick, the team collapsed. When he collapses, Green Bay collapses. He collapsed and the team collapsed with him. That's what
game
happened.
have you ever seen where Lamar Jackson just collapsed on his team?
I've seen Lamar not show up sometimes.
Not show up, collapse to where he throws a pick six and he puts his head down, he go to the side, and it's like he don't want to play no more. Lamar always ready for the next play. Everybody messes up.
Correct. But at the end of the day, like you just said, everybody messing up. You messing up right now, buddy. Lamar Jackson.
Aaron Rodgers gets rattled.
No.
He gets rattled. Deshaun Watson, he doesn't get rattled. I don't see Deshaun out there getting rattled.
No.
Doesn't get rattled. It just doesn't happen.
In all seriousness, from a quarterback perspective, outside my homeboy, If somebody said Deshaun, I would understand it. I would disagree, but I would respectfully disagree. But outside my homeboy, you can't sit up here and say no quarterback, any other quarterback in this league is better than Aaron flipping Rodgers.
He gets
Change the
rattled.
topic. Go ahead. Go
He
ahead.
gets
Go
rattled.
ahead. Go change the topic. Go ahead. I'm done with this.
He
Go
got hit
ahead.
a couple times. He don't
Go
wanna
ahead.
play
Go
anymore.
ahead.
Did you even get your fifth pick?
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Russell Wilson. After
That's
the first
5.
pick,
He's 5.
No. I forget the fifth. After the first pick, I lost respect for you. That puts Aaron Rodgers at number 4. That's
Yeah, he's at 4. At least I had on top 5. You didn't have Lamar in your top. Hold on, Christian. Tell me your top 5 again.
I had excuse me. I had my homeboy Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun, Josh Allen, and Russell No, Russell Wilson and Josh Allen.
Oh, you had Josh Allen in there?
I had Josh Allen in my top 5. I had Josh in my top 5, and I was and in large part I was going based off this year. Like I said, this year he was a top 5 quarterback this year
because he had Diggs and Cole Beasley and yeah, right.
And I brought that up. And Stephon was a large. He had Cole Beasley last year, but he wasn't. He was this year.
What do you think would happen if Stephon Diggs was on the Ravens instead of the Bills?
But I could do that.
Come on, Chris, it's the same thing.
Hold on, wait a minute. I could do that for a lot of people. We could play the what if game, but we going based off what happened. And the reality of the situation is, I said my top 5, and after the first pick, you said I stopped listening to you. When you said Lamar or whoever second, I stopped listening to you.
Well, Christian,
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm with you until you start that Josh Allen talk, and it does matter about that Stephon Diggs stuff. Like the Stephon Diggs, I'm not gonna say he makes them, but he
makes them.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it.
Okay,
but the whole thing is, nobody thought Josh Allen was ever better than Lamar Jackson. Even coming into the league, now in the league, Lamar Jackson had his MVP season. Nobody thought Josh Allen was better than Lamar Jackson. And then next thing you know, he gets Stephon Diggs, and you just saying he's better than Lamar Jackson. Do you not know, like, Lamar Jackson just had an MVP season, and then this year he had no one to help him while the whole league was figuring him out. Like, I'm with you when you say Aaron Rodgers better, Deshaun's better than him. Yeah, I'm with you. But Josh Allen, no. Like, Josh Allen, he has so much help around him. His O-line will literally fight for him. Well, Lamar's probably will too. But then Lamar is literally the focal point of that team. When it comes to, like, the offense, you take Lamar Jackson away, and that team is complete trash. Trash.
Agreed.
He had an injured Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram's not even as good as what he used to be. J.K. Dobbins is a rookie. He's just getting his feet wet in the league. Hollywood Brown, he gets like 0.2 inches of separation per route. Then you got Willie Snead, who barely gets open. Mark Andrews is the next best thing to happen to him. Mark Andrews wasn't completely healthy this year. And now all of a sudden you got Josh Allen better due because of this season?
Hold on, Mark. What about the left tackle that got hurt?
Oh, yeah. We don't even have to talk about that because we already know when that happened. Well, me and you had a private conversation. I told you once he was hurt, the Ravens had no hope in the playoffs. They had no hope. So if you're talking about, I don't know if you're thinking because of Josh Allen's playoff run or something, he got to the conference championship, which he lost, but his team should have been favored to win that game. Patrick Mahomes wasn't even there.
No. When we found out that Patrick Mahomes is playing, who's not? Hold on, no. When we found out that Friday.
Oh, actually, that's my bad. That's my bad because I was thinking
correct.
Yeah, that's on me.
Correct.
Yeah, when we found out
Patrick
Mahomes playing, we thought the
homeboy didn't.
Right.
Correct. Now, if my homeboy didn't play, then I would have favored Buffalo.
But he still lost that game, and it didn't look good. It looked kind of pathetic.
It didn't at all.
Ask me. But when Lamar,
if you don't mind me asking, did Lamar look good against Buffalo the game before?
He was one deep.
But no. I'm talking just based off what his performance. Did he look good? He didn't look good.
He didn't look great. He looked average. I give you that. He looked average. But
and Josh Allen played horrible against the Chiefs.
Okay, and now watch this. Lamar Jackson, everything like this whole team relies on him. Like they have a pretty good defense over there, but when that offense touches the field, it is Lamar Jackson or nothing. You don't have other stars other than Mark Andrews that you can name on that offense, other than like the O-line and stuff like that. You go over to the Bills Mafia, they'll tell you everybody is great on that team. They have like unsung heroes over there. Like Cole Beasley doesn't even get talked about the way he should be talked about. It's not just Stephon Diggs. Then he also has John Brown. It's not just what do you have? Zach Moss. He had Devin Singletary. Both of them are growing in this league. And you're just saying Josh Allen is better now, but Josh Allen just got better now to you because he had more weapons. But you have to see the bigger picture. Before all the weapons he got, it was a blowout. I guarantee you never even thought Josh Allen was close to Lamar Jackson. Not even close. And it's like you forget all that. He got weapons now, and now he just automatically in your top 5. He's in your top 5 because of that? You think he's better than Lamar Jackson? Do you even think he's better than Kyler Murray?
Well, Kyler Murray, I don't think Kyler Murray was he even in the top 5 discussion at a point in time?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Were you ever putting him over Patrick Mahomes?
No,
but that doesn't mean he wasn't top 5.
But there's 5 slots.
I just asked you said no.
Okay, I'll tell you people that are locks to me. I think Patrick Mahomes is a lock. I think Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson are locks. That 4th and 5th spot can bounce between anyone.
You don't think Russell Wilson a lock for top 5?
No, he's definitely a lock for top. I gave you my top 5. He's in mine. He's my number 4.
But is he a lock?
No. Is he a lock?
I'm saying like his positioning of where you could put him at. I don't think there's like, in my opinion, I don't think there's any different position you could put the top 3 quarterbacks. I have Patrick, Aaron, and Deshaun. But after
I'm not. We're not.
Anybody can be flip.
We're not disputing that. We're not disputing. Okay, but you don't. I don't care if you put Russell at 4th or 5th. If you don't think he's a top 5 quarterback, like you can. No, you don't think that?
I already told you he's in my top 5. He was my number 4. But I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I asked the wrong question. You don't think he's a lock for a top 5 QB, Russell Wilson? Russell Wilson. You don't think he's a lock for that?
I said he was.
Okay, so there's 4 slots.
Yeah,
so basically,
on my list, he's a lock. But I'm saying, like, if someone's to give me a list and Russell Wilson isn't number 4, but he makes number 5, I'm okay with that. It depends who you put over him.
Right. I'm okay if somebody say Russell Wilson's top 5, but 5th. But if you had him under top 5, then that's where I would disagree with.
It's disrespectful, but
right. Just like that Aaron Rodgers.
Because I want to know what you think makes Josh Allen better. I understand he got better, like not just Stephon Diggs coming. He did improve some things over the year. He definitely got better. Josh Allen is a great quarterback, but for you to just come in here and say Josh Allen over some of these other guys, I need more explanation. Better than you just saying he had a great year, because we know why he had a great year. Because you just gave, if I'm not mistaken, on our last show, you just said that Stephon Diggs is better than Odell Beckham. But now we come in here and you're just like acting like you didn't even think about that. Like Odell Beckham is amazing. So how high do you think of Stephon Diggs?
No, it's not Stephon Diggs.
That makes a big difference. So I want to hear that. Like, tell me why you think Josh Allen is better than Lamar Jackson.
Okay, I'm gonna reiterate this once again. Like I had said, I was going based off this year. This year, that's what I was going based off of. That I was going based off this year. And if we're talking this year, Josh, it's hard to say he won a top 5 QB this year. It's hard to say that.
Tell me why he's better than Lamar. Give me reasons, Christian.
Are you going off of numbers?
No. If we're going based off this year, Josh Allen was a top 5 QB this year. Okay, you have my homeboy Aaron Rodgers, who won the MVP. Russell Wilson, who was going to win the MVP till he started choking after week 5. Deshaun with the weak squad, and Josh Allen. QB wise, that's all we're talking. QB wise, not any other position. I'm talking QB wise. Right. He was a top 5 QB this year. That's what I was going based off of. This year, he was a top 5 QB. I think that's why Melvin said he's a top 5 QB this year.
I understand both
I
perspectives.
see
And
what you're saying.
is
Like
because definitely.
like he changed. Like I understand what you're saying, but I definitely think he got better. He wasn't a bottom tier quarterback this year like he was before, but top 5, no.
Over Lamar?
Yeah.
In what
Go ahead,
world,
bro. My
Christian?
bad, bro. You go ahead.
No, I understand both. I understand both perspectives because it's just like it's hard for me to like argue who's better. Well, actually, it's not. It's he played better, and y'all said top 5 like right now, and obviously Josh Allen.
Right.
I would say like Josh Allen played better than Russell Wilson. He played the whole 16 games and he played better. However, if you would ask like who's top 5, like just like including everything, like not even just year, like a whole body of work career. Russell Wilson. I'm not even going to question it.
I didn't mention this season. I said who's top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now. Who are you
That's
taking?
What you said right now.
Yeah, but who are you taking as your top 5? I'm not basing it off of last season. I'm saying like who do you think are the top 5 best? That's my
if question. I had you.
So if you were starting a team, you taking Josh Allen over Russell Wilson. If you just your first pick is QB.
That wasn't a question. Now, if that's the case, Josh Allen can move his way out, and Russell Wilson can move up. Like that. That's the way it is.
So you think Josh Allen a product of his environment?
What you mean?
Definitely. Like his weapons around him and stuff like that.
I think it's the pieces around him that elevated his game. But you can he still played well. But like I said, if you ask me who I have to take right now, it's gonna be Russell Wilson. But that wasn't the question. The question was top 5 right now, and I took it. That's what I was going to base.
So now, what about Lamar? What about Lamar and Josh Allen? Then,
yeah, because not even like Lamar had a bad season.
What you mean?
Played great.
No, Lamar didn't have the no. Lamar. Lamar didn't have the bad. Yeah, Lamar didn't have the bad year at all. I don't think nobody said that, but
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's like you kind of writing them off, like you forgot who he was.
No, I'm not writing them off. I was just going based off like the question was right now. This year, he didn't have a better year than Josh Allen. He didn't.
What week was that when they played Cleveland and he ran onto the field looking like Superman when Trace McCorley got hurt?
I think 13? It was 13. I just remember it was 47-42. He came back and he dominated.
He's still Lamar Jackson. Nothing's changed. So I want to see. Do you think this Josh Allen is better than MVP Lamar Jackson?
No, who would argue that?
So what do you think has changed with Lamar Jackson?
You said right now, like me and Melvin were saying right now. That was the question right now.
I think we can just agree to disagree because, as long as I understand the perspective, I don't think it's ever going to come to like a.
But I will never, ever agree.
So if you're drafting your team, Christian, are you taking Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
No. I'm taking Lamar, but that wasn't the question, though.
Right,
that's not that.
Well, at least he got some sense.
Yeah.
And I hope you take Lamar over Aaron Rodgers if we starting blank.
No.
Well, you know what? Whatever cracker, whatever you're doing, hop off of it because it's messing your brain up. All right, chop your beard down or something. Because if you take Lamar over Aaron Rodgers, you have no sense. You have no sense. You have no sense.
You're not gonna give me wins. You're not gonna give me to the Super Bowl.
You're going. Has Lamar been led?
He might get us there. He got 15 years left. Aaron Rodgers, he's washed up and done.
We can. He's washed up and done. He check this out, guys. He's washed up and done, and he threw 48 touchdowns with 5 interceptions. And time out. In the postseason, total regular season, he threw 55 touchdowns. 55 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
The story of this season was the last time he was on that field for that play. That showed me everything I need to see. He relied too much. Devontae Adams in the red zone. Yes, he does.
I mean, you can say whatever you want to say, but at the end of the day, nobody with the brain is going to take Lamar over Aaron Rodgers. That's laughable. That's seriously laughable on your part. Nobody will take Lamar over Aaron Rodgers unless you're talking about track and field and stuff like that. Other than that, you ain't taking Lamar over Aaron Rodgers. It's that simple.
He can't win though. He's not winning.
He ain't. Okay. You just talking like he's legit. But see, you're talking. My thing is, you saying
he choked on his team.
Time out. Hold on. We heard you speak. You're talking like Aaron Rodgers went 2-14 like the Jets for crying out loud, or 8-8 like the Teddy
Aaron
Bears.
Rodgers
Don't get
judged
me
by
started on
Super
that.
Bowls. We don't care about record anymore, Christian.
Okay,
We only care about Super Bowls when they come
I
in.
understand.
And he's
I
not winning
understand
them.
that.
Why is he not winning them?
Hold on, time out. I understand that. We gonna start judging Lamar. Especially ever since he won his MVP a couple years ago. We gonna judge Lamar on
Give him
Super Bowls
Devontae
or not
Adams.
too.
Give him Devontae Smith. Get him somebody to work with to start judging them. You gonna judge them
Well,
with
heck, hold on. Wait, hold on. If you say the way you talking, if Lamar is if you say Lamar is who he is, why does he need Devontae Adams or Devontae Smith?
Because Patrick
Why
Mahomes
does
is
he
better
need
than him,
them?
and he has Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. That's why he can't. It's hard to beat them like that.
Guess what? At the end of the day, we have to move on. Aaron Rodgers will always be better than Lamar Jackson will
all
ever
night
be.
with you, Christian. Not gonna be all
Go
night
ahead.
with you.
Move on.
About
Oh,
the
please.
Packers
Move on.
fandom.
Move
We
on.
can
Move
move on for that though.
Move on. Oh, please.
We
Oh,
can move on to
please.
that, and we're gonna move on to another Aaron Rodgers conversation. Do you think Aaron Rodgers deserved the MVP this year?
Go ahead, Nick. Start it off. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
No, don't start with me. Start with Melvin. Give Melvin
start
the
it off.
chance.
Go ahead.
Melvin, you get
Melvin,
time, man. Come on, Melvin.
Go
Melvin.
ahead.
Melvin,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, please. Oh, please.
Right,
Put
so,
yourself on mute for the whole
Melvin,
show.
you want
Oh,
to go?
please.
You want me to take it? Yeah,
I go.
All right, go ahead.
I got it. So, look, we're in a world now to where quarterbacks just get thrown these MVPs. He definitely had the best QB season. Not disputing that. His body of work, it wasn't messing with Derrick Henry, bro. I understand you're a cheesehead. You know what I'm saying? You finna be mad. But that 2,000 yards, bro. Come on, bro. He's durable. He's gonna get 150 yards a game and some tutties too. Like, this is video game numbers. This is mad. Like this. He's a Madden character, bro. No, I don't believe in quarterbacks only should get the MVP. Derrick Henry, I think he should have got it. I'm not even like a Titans fan or nothing, but I don't think he's the best running back, but he definitely played out of his mind. And I think what he did was a lot harder. Throwing to Devontae Adams, it's cute, you know what I'm saying? It's cute, but running over teams like that, that's not easy, bro. I got Derrick Henry for my MVP.
I'm with you, man. Derrick Henry had 3 games with over 200 yards. 3 games with over 200 yards. The dude rushed for over 2,000 yards. And if I'm not, let me look. He has 17 rushing touchdowns. 17 rushing touchdowns. And for you to just sit here and say, I understand, 48 touchdowns, 5 picks, is great. It's great. It's amazing. But we've seen nothing like Derrick Henry before. Like, we've seen these 2,000 yard seasons before. Like, we've seen Adrian Peterson have it. We've seen that kind of stuff. But Derrick Henry went out there and got 2,000 yards and 17 rushing touchdowns. This is a quarterback league, and that's really the only way I can justify that, because if you really want to look at it, I mean, you can give it to Aaron Rodgers, but there's other people like in other positions. Like, you know how last year Michael Thomas had his great year, and this year Devontae Adams had a great year. People can sit here and say Devontae Adams was the reason Aaron Rodgers even got that MVP. Derrick Henry got his what did he get offensive player of the year, if I'm not mistaken?
He did.
Yeah, he got his offensive player of the year due to him being Derrick Henry. There's no excuse you can make for Derrick Henry, but people can actually say something about what Aaron Rodgers did. I think Aaron Rodgers is great. I think he's amazing, but when he's playing, he's also relying on these guys to go out there and make these plays for him when they're one-on-one matchups. He has a superstar receiver that is literally single covered almost every play. Almost every single play I look at Devontae Adams, he's single covered. You saw, like Nick said, you saw what happens when Devontae Adams isn't open and Rodgers didn't run the ball in. He had a brain fart. That's on him. Derrick Henry, only other people he can rely on is his O-line. But let's not forget, Aaron Rodgers also has an amazing O-line. So you want to go based off that. Derrick Henry was mostly just Derrick Henry being Derrick Henry. He had a game with 250 rushing yards, a game with 215, and a game with 212. 212 rushing yards on 22 attempts with 2 touchdowns. I don't know what to tell you. That's my MVP, but I understand why Aaron Rodgers got it because it is a quarterback-based league, but he didn't deserve it. It was Derrick Henry.
Go ahead, Nick.
I like what y'all was saying about that Derrick Henry, but he shouldn't even got over Alvin Kamara. So we're gonna leave that there. Who really should have? What you said?
That's how I take
It's respectable. I don't agree.
I think
but
Alvin's
it's
better, but
respectable.
he didn't deserve MVP over him.
Derrick Henry had 300. Derrick Henry had 348 attempts, and he had one more touchdown to Alvin Kamara. One more. Alvin Kamara had 172 rushing attempts and had one less touchdown.
I agree.
So you brought up touchdowns like that meant a lot when he had 200 more carries.
That's impressive on Alvin's on his behalf, but at the same
plus Derrick Henry had 19 catches,
2,000 yards.
He had 19 catches on 119 yards. Alvin Kamara had over 80 catches.
Okay.
He impacted the game in way different.
Okay.
Not say he had on 100 receptions. That's good.
Did you not know that Alvin Kamara didn't get 2,000 yards in totality?
True. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. I agree with him.
Yeah.
Right. That's where I agree with Melvin and Marcus.
I think Alvin is better than Derrick Henry. Don't get me wrong. I think he's better.
Correct.
Yeah. But 100%. I think when it came to MVP this year, I think Derrick
was over him.
Correct. Over him. But I definitely
think he had more yards, but who had more touchdowns?
Overall touchdowns, Alvin.
Alvin Kamara had more touchdowns.
Right.
So are you basing more? You going off of yards or you going off of touchdowns? Because Alvin had more touchdowns, but Derrick Henry had more yards. So which one do you value more?
Honestly, it's all situational because when it comes to like touchdowns, you don't always need the touchdown. Somebody else on your team might score the touchdown, but you can also do the dirty work. I know you've seen it a lot during football. You can get the yards. You got your team this momentum. You got them this far, and they might just capitalize. Like it's all situational when you're talking about touchdowns and yards. So that's up to you.
And Alvin's in a better situation, Nick, than Derrick is.
Not this season. Not with Taysom Hill at quarterback. No, he was not.
Yeah.
Not with Taysom Hill at quarterback. Not this year. Taysom Hill is the reason he's not MVP. He's the reason. Taysom Hill is literally the reason.
I will give you that. I'll give you that. Because before Taysom Hill came, Alvin was actually on track to do that stuff. But what was Taysom there for? What 4 weeks? 3 weeks? Yeah, he was there. He was there for a few weeks, and those weeks, than one of those weeks, he played. Hurt him. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't pass it to him like Drew Brees did, and he was running touchdowns in instead of Alvin Kamara actually getting the carry on the 1 yard line, stuff like that. So but I say Devontae Adams is MVP. Okay. Aaron Rodgers, the reason he has the MVP is because of Devontae Adams.
Agreed.
So why would he get it? Devontae Adams, he's wide open. Why shouldn't he get it? He every time he slant route, out route, in route, every route, he can't be guarded. Any route. Like he played in receiver at the highest point I've seen in a long time. Aaron Rodgers, he's good, okay. He had an amazing season. I ain't taking that away from him. He had the best season. Patrick Mahomes, he was on pace for MVP too. He played that Dolphins game and threw multiple picks and it messed him up. So Aaron Rodgers, he did play the best. He did play the best at QB in the season. And when they go off the media and stuff, NFL, they usually give it to the QBs. But Devontae Adams played receiver better than Aaron Rodgers played QB, without a doubt. When all you have to do, because usually QB is the hardest position to play on the football field. But when they're single covering Devontae Adams, that becomes the easiest position to play. I can go out there and throw it to Devontae Adams on a slant route wide open. When they get to the territory of what normal people can do without training, that means it's too easy. So I like y'all Derrick Henry pick, but I gotta go with Devontae. Okay. Go ahead, Christian.
So I know them two said that Derrick Henry, and you say Devontae.
Yes, I did.
I do agree with this. It is a QB league. I agree with that because last running back to win was Adrian Peterson back in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. So it's hard for any position but a QB to win. I'm sorry for any position outside of QB to win. I just think it's just hard. The reason why I'm saying Aaron Rodgers is because it's not the fact that I'm a Green Bay fan, I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. That ain't it. It's just the fact that the guy threw for 48 touchdowns with 5 interceptions. Like that's just unheard of. And we may never see this again. As far as touchdown interception ratio, it's hard not to give a guy the MVP with 48 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, over 4,000 yards. It's hard. That's just hard. And it's not like he has Tom Brady's receiving core. Yes, he has Devontae Adams, so you can make a case had the best receiving, who had the best receiving had the best receiving season this year. You can make a case for Devontae. I'm not arguing Devontae, but it'd be one thing if Aaron Rodgers had Tampa Bay's offense or the Chiefs' offense. That's one thing. But his offense don't suck. But he threw 48 touchdowns with only 5 picks. That's hard. It's hard not to give a guy in 16 games that only threw 5 interceptions. When was the last time that ever been done?
Christian, can I ask you something? I'm gonna
go
ask your
ahead.
question when you go off your question. When the last time you seen a top elite receiver not be double covered at all?
I mean, I off the top of my head, I don't know, but that ain't Devontae's fault.
Okay.
Devontae's doing what he should
So
do.
that's my point. That's my point. So usually it is hard to only throw 5 picks, but it's real easy when Devontae open every play and you throw it to him.
But the only game I could say that he was double was against the Tampa Bay game. Both games they played. But we just talking regular season wise. I watched every Green Bay snap. The only game I could say he got doubled was probably in Tampa Bay. That's probably the only game I could say he got doubled.
So do you really think it's that hard? You really thought it was that hard not to throw 5 picks?
Check this out. Okay. So check this out. So he threw 18 touchdowns to Devontae Adams. So if he would take 18 away, he still threw 30 to 5. That would have been his touchdown interception ratio, which would have been
Tunyon, 10 of Tunyon touchdowns was wide open.
Well, they weren't wide open. They all of them weren't.
They wasn't wide open.
No, all of them were wide open.
How many of them were Aaron Jones?
No, Aaron Jones. Well, in the beginning of the year, he didn't throw a lot to Aaron Jones, but he was throwing some. And then towards the middle to the end of the year, he was throwing a lot to Devontae and Allen Lazard and Valdez Scaling and St. Brown and Robert Tonyan and Darius Shepard, who's on the practice squad. Go ahead.
In the Saints game, people was wide open in that game. Wide open.
Correct.
Allen Lazard was streaking down the middle, wide open.
Correct. But that's
so is that really that hard?
But time out. That's the receiver's job is to get as open as you can. That's their job.
But you just told me it was hard to do. That's not hard to do in the NFL.
No. What I'm saying is it's hard to throw 48 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
But is it really that hard when people streaking wide open down the field?
But see Aaron Rodgers, he's not like Drew Brees where he throws freaking below 20 yards. That's not who he is. He can throw down the field, obviously. But the way you talking, Aaron Rodgers does not throw down the field every single play. Can he? Absolutely. Does he? No. That's not what he does. He doesn't do that. And their receivers weren't open. I done watch Marcus and Melvin know this for sure. I watched every Green Bay snap. The 2 biggest Green Bay fans you'll meet, Nick, are me and Brandon Donley. We done watched every Green Bay snap. They were not open every single play. We're cheeseheads. They were not open every single play. Trust me. I can tell you for sure, Tampa Bay, they clamped them down. Tampa Bay, they doubled Devontae. They doubled everybody. But it's not like every single game, they were not open all the time. They weren't.
So then, Christian, tell me this. So the game that Aaron Rodgers got rattled in is the game Devontae Adams was doubled in? What about the other games? Why he didn't get rattled in them games? Why Tampa Bay specifically? Why did he get rattled in that game? Because was Devontae Adams not open? His
Well, number one, their defense just crushed their offense. Tampa Bay was the better team, hands down, on both ends of the floor. They were just a better team. Number one, Aaron Rodgers, he got sacked. Oh Lord, he got sacked a lot of times that game. I mean, the offensive line literally got crushed. It wasn't like my homeboy in the Super Bowl, but he got crushed. So it wasn't just Aaron Rodgers or Devontae Adams' fault. No, the team they sucked. Aaron Rodgers had his worst game of his career by far. They sucked. They sucked that game. It's like Tom Brady did against the Saints on that Sunday night, 38-3. They sucked. Not Jones. Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, anybody on Green Bay on that. Let me see. It was back in October. I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but I remember it was after the Bears and Panthers game. They came on. They sucked. The Tampa Bay they were the better team, and they proved they were a better team in the postseason the whole year, honestly. So I just think I would be saying this for any QB. It's hard to not give a QB an MVP. And you guys made great points. Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce had a great year. A whole bunch of guys had a great year. It's just hard though not to give a guy an MVP when we've never seen anybody have the touchdown to interception ratio in NFL history. His touchdown to interception ratio is by far, hands down, the greatest ever. You know what it is, by any chance, Nick?
No, what is it?
4-1.
What they got to do with MVP this season?
No. What I'm saying, it was better than 4-1 this year. Is what I'm saying.
It really was. Yeah.
48 touchdowns to 5 picks. That's hard to beat, man. Derrick Henry did great. What'd you say? 17 rushing touchdowns, over 2,000 yards. That's great. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers won by a landslide. I'm not making that case because you can make a case. You can make a case for Travis Kelce. You can make a case for Devontae Adams. You can make a case for Aaron Rodgers. My homeboy, you can still make a case for, even though I think that Dolphins game killed him and he didn't play the last game. But even if I think, like I told Mark and Melvin, the second to last game against the Titans when Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, I think he had it sealed right then and there. But it's just hard to not give a QB the MVP award when he threw 48 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions. That's just hard, man. If my homeboy did that, if anybody did that, I'd be making the case for them as well. It's just hard because we've never seen a quarterback do that.
I'm with you, but it's different. Like Nick said, he had an amazing supporting cast in Devontae Adams, so I just can't give it to him. But you can. I know how cheeseheads think. Y'all think everything Packer related. That's what it got to be. But
the first time, his first MVP, he had amazing supporting cast. He threw 45 touchdowns and 6 picks.
Okay.
He had amazing Jordy Nelson, Donald Driver. People, come on now, folks.
And
his supporting cast is good then.
And Nick, isn't that the year when Drew Brees had his best season ever?
Yes, sir.
So who did Drew Brees have as his receivers that year?
No Pro Bowlers. Yeah, Marcus Colston, Lance Moore.
Okay. So people could have made an argument at that time too, Christian. Like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers won it, but it could have went to Drew Brees as well. It's not just like landslides when he wins. It's just
right. I'm not making that case.
Yeah, but it's just odd that when he didn't have Devontae Adams available, he didn't look so good. That's what threw me off. That's what threw me off.
This year?
No, I'm just saying like the game against Tampa Bay. That's what I'm talking about. That's what threw me off. Watching that, and it made me like start thinking back into time. Like, imagine if it was like this with Devontae Adams all season. Will we really be talking about Aaron Rodgers as the MVP? That's what I'm saying. It's the most valuable player, and Aaron Rodgers is just as valuable as whoever you want to ask for a team. He's a quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. He one seed, the first seed in the NFC. That's amazing. Take Derrick Henry away from the Titans. Same thing happens. They're not a playoff team.
Okay, I have a question. Take away Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay. Are we even having this discussion right now? Are they take away?
That's what I'm saying. It's most valuable. him and Derrick Henry had the same effect. You take them from their team, they're no longer playoff teams. Both of them. So like,
well, actually, I got something to say about the Packers. We don't know about Jordan Love. He can actually just spam Devontae Adams like Aaron Rodgers did. He can actually come in and throw the ball to wide open Robin Tonyan and single cover Devontae Adams running motion and then back and then get a wide open touchdown.
No. He didn't play a snap this year, so we don't know.
That's what he said. He said we don't know.
That's why I'm saying we don't know, but we know Derrick Henry backup. Who is Deion Lewis?
Yeah.
Nah, he got
not getting the
traded.
job done. Oh, he's not getting 2,000 yards.
Deion Lewis went to the Giants.
Jordan Love actually has the
York.
potential to give the ball to Devontae Adams.
Okay, but my thing is we'll never know about that. If, like Mark said, and we'll leave it off at this, if Aaron Rodgers won on Green Bay, they would be horrible. They would stink.
Well, I said that, but I do retract that because we don't know. But
who was the second in the league? Wasn't Bears the second in the division? 8-8?
Yeah, they wouldn't.
So
be
all they have to
Chicago.
win is 9 games and they're in the playoffs?
No. They win. Hold on. They wouldn't be better than Chicago, number one. Let me see. Detroit. Are you taking them over Minnesota?
So you have no faith in Jordan Love? You have no faith in him?
No. I'm not.
He's first round pick. I thought you was agreeing. Cheesehead. You don't have no faith in Jordan Love at all? You think he's trash?
No. So I'm not saying Jordan Love can't. I'm not saying Jordan Love can't be good, but having said all that, just based off this year, I don't think, number one, well, I know Jordan Love wasn't gonna win 13 games. I know that for a fact.
He can win 9.
I don't know. Over Chicago, I don't know.
That's our point. You don't know that, but he can. He might.
It's possible.
He could. Heck, he might screw around, just shock us all, and be better than.
But is Deion Lewis going out there and getting 2,000 yards? No.
Is Jordan Love going out there? Okay, let me ask you a question, Nick. Is Jordan Love going out there throwing for 48 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, with over 4,000 yards?
No, he is not. But he can get 9 wins.
No. Thank you. That's all I ask. Go ahead. Move on, Mark.
Well, we weren't saying he's going to get the same numbers. We're just saying that it's possible he could have.
They can still win.
But yeah,
no, I don't think Green Bay with Jordan Love, especially as his rookie, and I don't know how he would have done. I don't think he would have. I don't think they would have been better than Chicago. No, I know they wouldn't be better than Chicago, even though Chicago has their own issues. I don't think they would be better than them. I don't think they would be better than Minnesota as well. I don't think so. Healthy Minnesota squad.
Off of what basis? Off of what basis?
Did y'all sweep them this year, Christian?
Minnesota? No, they beat
Chicago.
Minnesota. Yeah.
Well, maybe not just 8 games, Nick, because we don't know how it would have turned out during those.
The Bears could have won one of those.
But that's what I'm saying. Jordan Love,
don't know.
I guess he trashed to Christian or something.
No. I didn't say he was trash. I'm just telling you my prediction. If Aaron Rodgers was hurt the whole year, and Aaron Rodgers has proven this, when Aaron Rodgers goes down, the team stinks.
That's not with Jordan Love.
That.
Okay, give me the backups that played when Aaron Rodgers go out. Who was y'all backups?
Let me see. This year, when they played Tampa Bay, when they subbed Aaron Rodgers out, they played TJ Boyle. Jordan Love literally didn't play a snap.
He didn't play.
He didn't play once. He didn't play. He played in the preseason, but I'm not counting preseason. I'm just talking regular season. He didn't play a snap. Why? I don't know. I would have loved to see him against Tampa Bay when they were getting blown. I would love to see it just to see his potential. Although it didn't mean
he had comparisons to Patrick Mahomes. That's all I know. I don't know if it's true, but he had comparisons to Patrick Mahomes.
He has a lot of stuff to do to be compared, but he has a lot of thinking to do. Come on, bro. If you getting compared to my homeboy, if he was getting compared to my homeboy,
that's why y'all drafted him.
No. In order for him to be better than my homeboy, he got to show he better than Aaron Rodgers. First of all, go ahead.
He hasn't played yet, Chris.
It's all good. We're gonna transition from the NFL and go to the NBA real quick. I want to start with Melvin on this one.
Oh my god!
It's nothing major. It's just for you and Nick. I want to hear who you have coming out the East this year, and who do you have coming out the West, and who you think is going to win the finals.
All right, so straight like this. Got the Nets. Got the Lakers. Winning the championship. So the narrative before was we don't know if James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving can play together. You know, it's one ball.
Mm-hmm.
They made that look real easy, but their defense was trash.
Mm.
I'm not gonna say defense got better, but they've been doing enough to win games, and it's like they win a game, so it don't matter how bad their defense is, to the point to where I think they can beat any other team in the East. So, but I still believe in the Lakers. They missing AD. They defense, they a top ranked defense in the league, and it's LeBron, Anthony Davis, bro. Like I don't need to explain that. Like I got Lakers beating them in like 7, probably 6, probably 6. Probably 4. Probably 4.
I'm a Lakers fan, but I know
Now,
that's gonna come back to bite us, man.
slow it down.
That's not how basketball works.
It's not.
Slow it down.
Nick, what you got going on, Nick?
That's Melvin.
Yeah,
that's
go
not
ahead,
how
Nick.
basketball works. You just can't
Exactly.
wish
What's happening?
Anthony Davis to be healthy. He's not healthy.
He's a LeBron fan, so that's what you expect. Oh, stop it. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
like,
I mean, what you mean? That's not how basketball works.
No.
AD
You said in 4. Come on. Oh, please. With Anthony Davis, they ain't winning no 4. Oh, please.
Lakes
Oh,
and 4.
please.
Lakes
Oh,
and 4.
please.
That's 8.
Oh, stop it.
I mean, nah,
Oh,
honestly,
stop it.
obviously not 4 because they didn't beat the Heat in 4. But I mean, I got them at 6 and 7, bro. Like realistically, like if Anthony Davis and LeBron James are healthy, and like obviously the team is healthy, like I got the Lakers beating the Nets.
Okay. Well, you must have a lot of faith in this supporting cast. Because let me tell you something, bro. This supporting cast, outside Dennis Schroeder, and Montrezl has his games here and there, but outside Dennis Schroeder is inconsistent. I don't know if inconsistent is the word. If there's a greater word than inconsistent, let me know. Because this supporting cast, you don't know what you're getting from every single night. You don't know what you're getting from Kyle Kuzma. Wesley Matthews, trade him for crying out loud. Markieff Morris, oh, don't get me started on him. Marc Gasol, I'm glad he ain't playing tonight. He needs to sit down and think, and he needs to think on some stuff, okay? The problem with the Lakers is, number one, like you said, Anthony Davis obviously is the issue. Their supporting cast is just, it's not as good as people think it is. And Frank Vogel, the rotation is he's messed up the rotation. THT will play, and then some nights you barely see him play. Alex Caruso, I love Alex Caruso, but you don't know what you're getting from him. Now, Caruso don't need to go out there and drop 55 points, but you don't know what you're getting from Caruso. Montrezl Harrell, sometimes you don't know what you're getting from him. Now, he don't have to be the 6th man of the year like he was last year, this year, but you don't know what you're getting from him. And I'm just going to be – go ahead.
I'm all right. So right now to me, you sound like an analyst, like you thinking too much into it. Like I understand, like they losing games. They not, the point guard's not there, but let's be realistic. The Lakers just won a championship. Like they still figuring things out with the rotation. Like I know for a fact that has a lot to do with it. They still trying to figure stuff out. Let's be realistic, bro. Like if we was to go off like regular season, Mark, let's say all throughout high school, the Raptors were like the best team in the East, right? Like statistically, right?
Okay.
Them and the Hawks.
We knew good and well the Raptors and the Hawks wasn't winning the finals.
Right.
Like we knew that. This
Cavs
alludes to my point. The Lakers, I know for a fact, the Lakers will lock down when playoff time come. Like if like the best team in the West right now is like the Jazz, bro. Like if you finish there and tell me the Jazz about to win, then
record wise, but
like record wise, like I'm telling you, like
what?
I'm talking. The only team I can see in the West that can beat the, in all seriousness, the only team I can see beating the Lakers in a 7-game series is the Clippers. I don't think it'll happen. No, I think it'd be a 6 or 7-game series. I don't think it'll happen. But you alluding to my point though, is just like it's regular season, bro. Like I know when playoffs time comes, they will lock in. Absolutely. But see, having said all that, and Miami took them into a tough 6-game. Well, game 6 wasn't tough. But the first 5, Bam got hurt, Gordon got hurt. But game 5 especially, they did good. They took them into 6 games. Congratulations. Miami isn't Brooklyn, having said all that. They're not Brooklyn. They don't have Kevin Durant.
They got something Brooklyn don't got.
Well, you can have defense. You can have all the defense in the world, but they don't have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, or James Harden. Okay? And this notion that, they don't have depth. That's baloney. That's not true. They had good enough pieces. Have you watched Jeff Green this year? Have you watched Bruce Brown this year? Have you watched TLC this year? Have you watched Landry Shamet this year? And you want me to continue? I mean,
I did. Landry Shamet.
Yeah, yeah. Have you watched him this year? Have you watched Joe Harris this year?
Yeah, I know Joe Harris. I fully believe in Joe Harris. Landry Shamet, bro. I don't even think he averaged. You know what? It's all good. It's all good.
But see, people will be so quick. People will be so quick to go to the numbers. But see, when I do that for the Lakers, well, this and that, blah 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 blah. I mean, come on. The way you're talking, Melvin, you're talking like you are confident that they're gonna just blow past Brooklyn. That ain't the case. That's not the case at all.
No, Christian. He don't even average. He averaged 7 points on 38% shooting, bro.
Right.
Like,
okay.
He not even. And I watched the games, bro. Like, cause I got Joe Harris. I love Joe Harris, bro. I love Kyrie. I watched the games, bro. Landry Shamet, bro. Are you
okay? My thing. Okay, well, you just naming one person outside LeBron.
Jeff Green.
Outside. Well, no. See,
do you know what Anthony Davis gonna do to him? Yeah, yes. What does he do?
Anthony Davis is going to terrorize. Anthony Davis is going to terrorize whoever's guarding him. Unless they get a big man, he's going to terrorize whoever's guarding him. I ain't disputing that. But they have 3 guys who the Lakers cannot guard, especially one-on-one. Let me ask you a question: Who guarding KD on LA? Who guarding KD?
Nobody in the league can guard.
Nobody can guard. Okay, nobody can guard KD. Who guarding James Harden?
Nobody in the league. Nobody
can guard James Harden. There's 2 players. Nobody. Who guarding Kyrie Irving? Oh, nobody can guard him. I forgot. There's 3 guys that nobody can guard, especially one-on-one. And if you double team one, you got 2 open. We've never seen offense, and Golden State was great, but we've never seen nobody's offense like this. Out of the past 10 games, they won 9 out of the last 10 games without their best player.
You're 100% right. They got 3 players you can't guard. You're right. So we all play basketball in this chat. We all play basketball video games. You know how I go. The quickest way to stop offense is with what? Like with some more offense, right? Well, no, not necessarily. It'd probably be defense. However, who can guard Anthony Davis on the Nets in the league?
Nobody.
And okay, so him going into the post, if he's healthy, will slow down the Nets. That's just common knowledge, bro. Like when the Nets are going against teams that go down and shoot a 3, now they shoot a 3 and they shoot a 3, of course it's gonna be like a shootout. But once you got a player like Anthony Davis that can slow down the game, it's totally different. And they got bigs, like it's cool to, like, you know what I'm saying, you can shoot the lights out, whatever, but let's be realistic, like they gotta hit shots because you're not grabbing rebounds over Marc Gasol, you're not grabbing them over Montrez, then Anthony Davis. Like, come on, bro. Like they it's still other parts to the game they got to beat the Lakers on. Like, they're not gonna get out there and just, they would have to literally go perfect 30 for 30. That's on here. And let's be real.
No. I disagree with that.
Yes. Okay.
No, I disagree with that. Here's what I would say about Montrezl Harrell. I love Montrezl Harrell's game, and he plays like he's a 7-footer. He's only 6'6", 6'7" though. Okay, so KD, as far as defensive wise, KD's not gonna have the issue with him. Depending on who KD, I think KD gonna be with LeBron though for the most part. That's who KD gonna be one. That's who KD's gonna want to guard. AD, you're wholeheartedly right. I ain't arguing that. Ain't nobody gonna guard AD unless they get a big man. But the Nets, I'm here to tell you right now, they're not done making moves, and they might just win.
What you saying right now? I mean, that's your
right now or come June, June time. Brooklyn, bro, they have 3 guys that they just have 3 guys we've never seen offensively that in NBA history, bro. It's hard.
That's fine.
It's just hard, bro. I know you.
It's a respectable answer, bro. I mean, it is what it is. We can agree to disagree, but I just don't agree. Like, I think the Lakers win.
Nick, how many games?
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
It really depends on the matchups and how it goes, because I think the Bucks can get the Nets. I think they can get them. I think Giannis can get them, but I got the Nets. I got the Nets. Hey,
Lord.
I got the Nets getting to the final. Yeah. But if Giannis had that type of playoff series that we expect out of him and Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. Because James Harden, he's iffy. He can go out there and shoot 1 for 15.
So can Chris Middleton.
So can Chris Middleton. But I said, like, what if Chris Middleton do good and James Harden go out there and, like, I don't know, but I have the Nets. But I'm saying, I just want to say it's a tough out for them. And if Joel Embiid playing like this, they have nobody to guard Joel Embiid. I don't know what because Christian, I heard you. You said like Kyrie, they got nobody to guard, but it's only one basketball and only one possession at a time. So Kyrie go down there and get a bucket, Joel Embiid go down and get a bucket, and then KD, but Joel Embiid can go right back and get the same bucket. So it's like you don't need that many. And I watched the game from last night against the Pacers. Joel Embiid was making passes out of the post, but I haven't seen him done this whole season.
Joel Embiid is great. But see, number one, let's pray, knock on wood, for Joel Embiid's health. Let's pray that him and Simmons are playing in the postseason. In all seriousness, let's pray that they play in the postseason.
And Kyrie.
KD and Kyrie as well. I believe they will. But we've seen Joel Embiid have an injury history. For example, I give a pass to Philadelphia last year, like a lot of people don't. Ben Simmons didn't play last year in the postseason. He got hurt in the bubble. So the point is, we have to pray that they're there, number one. Number two, can your two best players show up? Because Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons have a history that I don't want to get into of not showing up in the postseason.
Not true.
That is true. Go look at the 2018. Go look at the 2018 second round against the Celtics. Go look at 2019. Time out. Go look at 2019 against the Raptors with Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris. That is true. I'm not making it up. That is true. The 76ers, they lost in 5 without Kyrie and Gordon Hayward in 2018. And in 2019, they should have beat Toronto. But you know why I didn't favor them over Toronto? Because they didn't have a Kawhi Leonard. They had Jimmy Butler. They had the firepower. They didn't have Kawhi Leonard, though. And everybody knows how I feel about Kawhi Leonard. I'm not lying to you, Melvin. Go ahead, though, Nick. Why do you?
No, you said both of them did. I know both of them didn't, but I'm going.
No, I'm saying that they both have had instances in the playoffs where they don't show up. Don't look at
but you said they sold though. You said they both sold. You said they both sold.
Yeah, they both have had instances in the playoffs where they don't show up. 2019, Joel Embiid didn't show up.
You can't say that because people do subpar and they still win. So like, no, you can't bring up an instance where they did it. Like you got to say they actually sold it. Like they made it to where they didn't win. Like that don't make sense. Because
no, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, their playoff history. Okay, so everybody's so sorry.
It's not their playoff history. They don't win, but like you can't. All right.
There have been games and moments where those two don't show up. And everybody is talking about, Brooklyn, they don't have enough depth. Does Philadelphia have enough depth?
Are you asking me, do they have enough depth right now?
It's just the general question right now, yeah.
Do you bro, stop playing, bro. Yes, they have enough depth. Shake Milton, bro, stop, bro. You can't be watching the 76.
Bench-wise, not starting-wise, bench-wise.
Yes, they have enough depth. Do you watch the 76ers, bro?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Shake Milton. Who else? Mark, you better coach.
One person.
Mark, you better coach him.
One person.
All right, bro. You're not watching the 76ers. If you talking about they don't have enough depth.
Name me one more person outside Shake.
How many 76ers games have you watched?
I've watched a lot. Name me one more person than Shake Milton.
Christian, how many games have you watched from the 76ers?
I just answered your question.
Before we even allude to this, bro.
I just answered your question. Go ahead, Mark.
Just go to the
because he's avoiding my question because he knows I'm right. Go ahead.
They have Tyrese Maxey.
Wait, are you trying to ask?
Playing.
Are you trying to ask me if I know other guys on 76?
No. I'm asking. I'm telling you.
Okay, I was about to name you their whole roster, but
yeah, I can name the whole roster, but
it's not on me though.
But you said they don't have depth.
Yeah, it's not on me though.
They don't have enough though. That's what I said. They don't have enough depth to win a championship, or excuse me, to get out the East. I don't think they have enough, and that's been their issue the past couple years. They don't have enough. Go ahead though.
It's not on me. It's on Nick.
All right, so
get to finish.
Back to it. I had the Nets coming out, but I it's gonna be tougher though. I don't think it's just gonna be they gonna sweep through. And then I got the Clips because Anthony Davis is my favorite player, but he has a history of getting hurt all the time, and I feel like it's his Achilles, and I got flashbacks to KD when I had seen that. So I need
Right.
him to either sit out or rest him because he got a whole career ahead of him. But if he's healthy, 100% healthy, then I had the Lakers. But then I got the Nets beating the Lakers. But not healthy AD, then I got the Clippers coming out. I like the Jazz. They got a good, solid team, but they don't have enough.
All right, agree. Yeah, if the Lakers don't have Anthony Davis, I don't care how big of a LeBron fan somebody is. LeBron's not going to get this team out the West. No, sir. Not this team without Anthony Davis. I'm sorry?
They're not beating the Nuggets without AD. Without AD, they're not beating the Nuggets. They're not beating the Clippers, the Jazz.
So we can go ahead and go to the next. Yeah.
They gonna,
All right.
without AD,
like that,
they can beat the Nuggets.
But bro. Like that notion is just sounds stupid to me because it's just like, okay, like obviously, yeah, without the second best, their best player, obviously, yeah, they probably won't beat a lot of teams. So I could say the same thing about the Nuggets.
No.
If they healthy though, AD actually hurt.
We're talking right now though, because they're not. He's not healthy. That's what we're talking about.
It's his Achilles, bro. It's not like it's his thumb. Bro. It's not his pinky. It's his Achilles.
If need be, if he go out, he go out. If he play,
and what happened when he go out, Melvin? What's gonna happen if he goes out?
If he go out, then we cross that bridge when we get to it. But he's sitting out right now. He can sit out. That's fine. Like I'm not tripping. It's March.
Let me I get that. But let me ask you a question on seriousness. If he and I hope he doesn't, but if he was to go down with a major injury, how far do you think the Lakers can go in the postseason?
Probably second round, depending on how they finish out the season, depending on the seeding where they get.
Agree. Wholeheartedly agree.
All right, I want to touch on two more topics. One that I just want to bring up right now, just because it's kind of hot at the moment. Who's the better ball brother?
LaMelo, no doubt.
LaMelo?
LaMelo, no doubt. He just dropped 30 like yesterday.
So at this moment,
Lonzo is a bust.
A bust?
He's a bust.
Here he go talk on that foolish crack. Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
for what he number 2 pick coming out, his dad was hyping him and all this. LaMelo is actually what he is. LaMelo is what Lonzo was supposed to be.
No. I hate when people do that. See, the issue. Lonzo's dad talked that talk, and
Lonzo did not dribble that dribble. He did not shoot. He went out there and played dog trash, dog water.
Oh, please.
You think Lonzo
go ahead?
Good?
Go ahead. No. His rookie year he did decent. His sophomore year he improved. This year he's doing great.
Is he a good NBA player?
Yes, I do think he's good, and he's an elite defensive player. Yes, he's good. He's an elite defensive player.
Stuff don't matter. You're gonna get screened.
Okay, no. He's an elite defensive one-on-one player, no matter what. He's an elite defensive player.
Nobody plays one-on-one but James Harden.
Okay, no. But what I'm saying is, as far as is he good or not, he's a good NBA player. What you think is a scrub or something? Okay, coming from the guy that said Lamar.
But to be the number 2 pick, you can't be average or you're a bust.
Right.
A number 2 pick, if you're average, then you're a bust.
Right. I forgot I'm talking to the guy that said Lamar is better than Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead, though, Melvin.
Oh, he is.
I think LaMelo. I'm gonna say LaMelo. LaMelo is playing. I think it's a lot closer than when people like make it seem to be, and like especially like like people and like let's be at least from what I've seen like LaMelo like that's Lonzo like his dad like happened up to like do some stuff like that's really kind of style of play. He's like Lonzo like a complete player, especially like as of lately like he has improved his shooting, his free throw shooting, and his scoring, and like he plays really good defense. He can pass the ball really well, just like his brother, and he rebounds the ball really well, just like his brother. I mean, LaMelo is the better scorer.
You said what?
He don't even have confidence in himself.
I mean, but no, I think he has confidence now. Like if you watch the way he played, like he walked like he played with like a lot more swagger because like they basically, if you watch the Pelicans play, they one of the best like ball rotation teams. Like they don't facilitate it through, like just do Brandon Ingram or Zion Williamson. It just like rotate. And like if he got it, he let it fly. And he liked to penetrate a lot too. And he get a lot of shots in the paint too. So I think he improved his confidence. In my
So
opinion.
if I'm not
He
mistaken,
definitely did.
Wasn't it just 2 days ago, Mark, where he had a wide open 3 for the game and he didn't even shoot it?
Right.
And then in the interview, he said, I should have shot that shot.
Right.
Why didn't he shoot it?
That doesn't mean he lost.
To me, it looked to me like he
I
wasn't
think-
confident
I
in
think
hitting the shot.
in that moment, he didn't have it maybe not the confidence. Maybe he just wasn't functioning right at the moment. I don't know what it is. He definitely improved his confidence from what he used to
Yes.
be. He's
Used
improved.
to, but
you can't
at that point right there, because ain't no way Steph Curry not shooting that shot.
That's
but
one.
you can
You brought up the greatest shooter of all time.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's one
He has
play.
confidence. If you have confidence, you have confidence.
And really, bro, you can't allude to that point of he did it. That is specific. That's like some analyst casual BS, bro.
I think it's just a bad moment that he realized that was bad over time. But I don't think that is telling me that he doesn't have the confidence, because I see him take those shots all the time. I watch a lot of Pelican games, and he takes those type of shots. Maybe not at the end of the game, like that, but he's way more confident than what he used to be. I think he actually does play with confidence now. I think it's more so because the pressure is off of him a little bit.
Exactly.
Compared to what he used to be, so he can just be himself.
Exactly.
I think he's a good NBA player. I don't think he's a bust. I don't think he was worth the number 2 pick, but I don't say a bust. He's a good NBA player. Lonzo,
yes, he is.
He's pretty good, but I'm still gonna stick with LaMelo Ball when you talk about this, because I think LaMelo, he just starting, well, not too long ago, not just now, but he's been starting for a little bit, and ever since he's been starting, he's been clear cut better than Lonzo Ball. Clear cut.
Yeah.
People can have conversations about who's the top 10 point guard in the league, and you can bring up LaMelo's name and not get laughed at. If you bring up Lonzo Ball, I'm sorry, you're gonna get laughed at. That's all I'm saying.
I think he got adjusted way faster. You know what I'm saying? Like his game was like he got his feet wet a lot more quicker.
Well,
LaMelo,
and alluding to Mark's,
he has a feel for the game. Like LaMelo Ball, he's like you said, he got adjusted. He's out there playing his own game. He's not playing in the system. He's doing what LaMelo Ball does. You talk about passing. I mean, LaMelo could pass like Lonzo. And defense, like Nick said, you're going to get screened 9 times out of 10 in the NBA. This isn't one-on-one defense anymore. So when it comes down to it, who are you talking about? The game has always been about a bucket. LaMelo Ball is a way better scorer than what Lonzo Ball is. It's not even close. LaMelo Ball is actually, he's more crafty than Lonzo. He gets the game in his hands more so than what Lonzo does. LaMelo Ball can go out there and you don't know if he's going to give you 30 points this game. Lonzo Ball, when you go out there, you expect around like, he might get 10 to 15, maybe 20 this game. LaMelo, you actually don't know. LaMelo Ball can actually go out there and get you 30. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these games he goes out there and gets 40, or if he gets a 50-point game. I wouldn't even be surprised, because that kid is actually that good at basketball. LaMelo Ball is actually it's not even debate to me. You ask me, is LaMelo Ball over Lonzo? Lonzo's good.
Mark, what do you think the big difference is?
You said what?
What you mean?
What you think the big difference is between them?
Oh,
what do I think the big difference is?
No, Mark, you think it's because he's the scoring part?
Yeah, that's one thing, and he's definitely playing his own game. Like I said, Lonzo's confident, but LaMelo has a different kind of like confidence. He has swagger, everything to his game. He's just being LaMelo Ball. And I think that adds on, and then like he's playing in a free system. He gets to do whatever he wants to do. But I think that goes along hand of things that can just add on and make LaMelo Ball better than what Lonzo Ball is right now. That's what I think, at least.
And to bring up that pressure point that Mark brought up earlier, Lonzo got drafted number 2 overall to outside Boston, arguably the greatest, the greatest and the most historical franchise in all of NBA history, and dang near in sports history, if not one of the greatest. You know, I mean, Magic Johnson said his jersey is going to be raised in the rafters. That's nothing but pressure. Okay, you looking at Magic, Shaq, Kobe, Kareem, Jerry West. I can go back to the 40s and the 50s. The point is, Lonzo had a lot of pressure. I got to be great like them. I'm got to be better than Kobe. I'm got to be better than Shaq, better than Magic, better than Kareem, better than Will. But I have to be like them. I have to be great like them. LaMelo, he doesn't have that pressure. Lonzo had that pressure for 2 years, and his dad did talk a lot of talk.
I disagree.
I disagree. At the same time,
LaMelo been having pressure since he scored 90 in high school.
Yeah, his
No,
dad.
no, no.
Even since then, he had $5-6 million fouls before he even got in the league. He has a cult behind him.
Right.
I'm not arguing Lonzo's better than LaMelo.
I'm talking about the pressure part. LaMelo has more pressure on him than Lonzo does.
Father, though, LeVar literally stated that LaMelo Ball is going to be the best one.
The best, right? He did.
Yeah.
He did.
He has more pressure than Lonzo does.
He had to live up to that.
You got to remember who he's playing under Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan told him you're going to be next.
Yeah.
What's different? Magic telling you going to be in the Raptors or Michael Jordan telling you you're going to be next?
You want to talk about more pressure, let's not forget that he's playing on a team full of point guards, and he has to go out there and prove that he's the man. He has to be the starter. He had Terry Rozier. He had Devontae Graham. He has those guys that he has to go out there and prove that he's the man. That pressure is not like, okay, he didn't play in LA, but he has pressure in his own ways. Like Nick said, he's playing under Michael Jordan. Not much more you need to say after that. And then his dad said he's gonna be better than Lonzo and his LiAngelo. So he had the pressure on his shoulders the whole time. He had to go out there and prove it. And so far he's done it. Christian?
I didn't make an argument that Lonzo's better. I was just talking about the pressure.
Yeah.
And the reason why the reason why I brought that up is because yes, he's playing under Michael Jordan. I get all that. But as Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and I ain't gonna get into all that. But Lonzo was playing behind, like I said, arguably the greatest franchise in NBA history. Right. Like he had to prove, and his father was saying that all that, baloney. Yeah. How my son's better than Steph, and blah 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 blah. Just a bunch of talk. But LaMelo, he's playing great. He played great last night against Portland. So he's probably he's hands down the rookie of the year as of right now. He's playing great.
Yeah, okay. And one last topic I want to touch on before we wrap it up today. Going based off of right now, who is your MVP pick in the NBA? Whoever wants to, y'all can start that off.
Joel.
I just want to
Joel
Embiid. Melvin.
30, 11 and two blocks.
I feel you. Melvin.
On 52% from the field. And by the way, not one big man since Shaq in 2001 has won the MVP. Joel's about to change that this year.
Okay. Melvin.
I think it's the big man from Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, bro. I got Joel Embiid.
Embiid. Nick.
Joel. I got my boy Joel.
Yeah, I got him too. I was sticking with Jokic at first, but then that record is coming into play right now, and unless the record's like not even switch, but it gets a little closer, it's gonna be Joel.
He did. And Bulls nasty last night.
I mean, you're the Bulls, bro.
Yeah.
And I said, Wendell Carter.
Oh, stop it.
No. What happened? What happened in the game last night?
Be quiet. Be quiet.
Wendell didn't play in the clutch, so he took that as young.
Wendell Carter never played. Wendell Carter never plays in the clutch. Thaddeus Young is at the 5-4 reason. Just hush up.
But he got cooked. He shouldn't be there in the 5. That's my point.
But even if Wendell Carter was on the floor, Jokic was cooking whoever was on the court. That don't matter. It's Chicago for crying out loud. Okay, so anyway, hush. Oh, please, be quiet. Just be quiet. You're ridiculous.
We got the third most rings in history. Talking about this in Chicago.
No. I'm talking right now. Who's ever on the floor for Chicago, Jokic was cooking whoever. I'm not talking Dennis Rodman, man. Oh, please, be quiet. Anyway.
He had Derrick Rose, too. Don't bring on no Rodman.
Correct. Derrick Rose, Carlos Boozer, Jokic, Noah Love, Zach LaVine. I'm talking a couple years ago. Zach LaVine went in the league when the year I'm talking about. I'm talking when Derrick Rose was MVP. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, the point is
he was in the league. He was on the
Zach
Timberwolves.
Levine won. Zach Levine won in the league in 2012.
Yeah, not
Okay. I forgot he won in 2012.
Yeah.
Listen, what you got against the Bulls?
I don't have nothing against the Bulls. Jokic was cooking whoever was on the floor last night for Chicago, bro. Jokic, what he had 39.
Cooking the Lakers.
He was.
Yeah.
When AD went off the floor, he surely was.
So
The
it's
first
the
time he
Lakers. The
surely
same
did
thing you
cook.
said about Chicago. That he did the same thing. So what that mean?
When AD
At least we
went
was
off,
in a close game. Y'all got blown out.
Time out. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. If you want to get technical, the first time when Anthony Davis played, they got blown out. Second time, they won like 19 without Anthony Davis. By the way, Anthony Davis
AD played half the game.
He didn't even play half the game. He got hurt midway second quarter. And he had 15 points before he got hurt. But that's not the here nor there. The point is, my pick before he got hurt was KD because he was balling like crazy. Then he got hurt. James Harden's in that conversation. People cannot sleep on James Harden. He's in that conversation. I wouldn't put him over Joel, but you can make a strong, compelling case that James Harden is the. I know you give me that look, Melvin, but you can make a strong, compelling case for James Harden. You really can. You truly can.
He literally quit on his team.
He quit. I mean, well,
that's the same season, right? This is
the
same season. He quit on his team.
Wait a second.
Of course.
He quit on his team, and now he's MVP. That don't even make sense.
He's basically trying to cheat his way to MVP. That's what that looks like.
You said a strong, compelling argument.
I got the receipts right here. You just told me you can't double team nobody in Brooklyn because you got 3 All-Stars around him. Now the son, he the MVP Christian. No, the son, he the MVP. But just 20 minutes ago, you just told me I was stupid for thinking that the Lakers could beat him because you can't double team nobody. Oh my God, he's so cold. Christian, make it make sense, please. What it is? What's up?
You can.
So you don't think
you can double?
So no. Wait, hold on. So you don't think James Harden is not in the conversation, Melvin?
Bro, he can't get double team. What, Christian? He can't get double team. What more do I have? When he kicks out to Joe Harris, it's wet like water. Even when he's not giving it to Kyrie and Kevin Durant, he's giving it to the light. Didn't he just win the 3-point contest?
Who?
Joe Harris.
Yeah.
He is elite sniper. Like what?
He is.
So he can give it to 3 guys who can go get 2 guys that can get a bucket. Another guy that's gonna knock it down for pretty much wherever. And KD is trying to get his man confidence about shoot it from wherever. He just go get a bucket. Next thing you know, he finna be the next Kyrie. I mean, what it is. The only thing I got left is Jeff Green and DeAndre Jordan. Then the only people you can't just throw it to and they just do whatever. I mean, bro, he can't get double team. Like, what you saying, bro?
That's your argument. He can't go ahead, Nick.
Yes.
Listen, I thought valuable. So you telling me that Joel Embiid, it'll be the same if they didn't have James Harden?
No,
detriment to the team.
No,
that's what valuable means.
Hold on. You gonna let me answer your question?
Go
Hold
ahead.
on. Let me answer. Thank you. I said I'm giving it to Joel Embiid. If the season ends today, I would give it to Joel Embiid. All I said from the jump was you can still make a case for James Harden. You can.
He quit on his team, Christian.
Time out. Did any of y'all watch the game last night that him and Kyrie Irving played? The great performance against whatever left in San Antonio? Did you see the historical 30-point triple-double that he had? Now you're asking me, how is it so historical? LeBron has had those blah, 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 blah. He had 30 points on 54% from the field, 43 from downtown, 15 rebounds, 14 assists, and guess how many turnovers he had? 0! He had 0. Triple-double with no turnovers. You see him cooking in the fourth quarter in overtime? Against Antonio, whatever left of them, I get all that. No Keldon Johnson, no Marcus Rodgers, I get all that. But the point is, did you see what James Harden did to that team last night? Since James Harden has been on the court with Brooklyn, they're 16-6. He's averaging 25, 8, and 11. He's going to lead the league by 4 in assists. And y'all telling me he's not the MVP. By the way, with James Harden, KD, and Kyrie on the court, what'd you say?
You said we telling you you're not the MVP, but you
No,
said
I'm sorry. I'm tweaking. Joel is my pick, but what I'm saying is for people to say that you can't make a case for James Harden, that's ridiculous.
You can't make a case, Christian.
The thing is,
so what about the Rockets? Mark, let us speak on the Rockets. What about the Rockets? Because this is the same exact season. Does that not matter to you?
Earlier when I was talking to you about James Harden, I hadn't even let that process through my head yet. And they just mentioned that. I think it's impossible. I mean, he might get it, but it would be highway robbery if he got an MVP because he quit on the team and went to a super team. I think that I'm not robbery.
Like I said, I'm not arguing he should win over Joel.
But you said
it's a strong case.
Yeah, you're trying to make
it.
Okay, but that's the counter argument. He left the team. If he was on that Houston team and they had a negative record, no one would even talk about James Harden, no matter how great he's playing. Because look at Bradley Beal. He doesn't get talked about for an MVP category.
That's not true at all. That is not true at all.
Hold on, Bradley Beal get talked about?
No. What I'm saying
he's not even in the MVP vote.
No, he's not. But what I'm saying is because of James, because I don't know. The good question. I don't know. But the thing is, James Harden, no matter since he left Oklahoma, bro, the way he's been playing, no matter where he goes, he's gonna get talked about. No matter where he goes, he's gonna get talked about. If you put him in Washington with Russell Westbrook and friends, he's gonna get talked about. He's gonna get talked about no matter where he went. That's a fact.
What are you saying though? Because all I'm saying is it's about how valuable you are, and James Harden leaving the Rockets, that should hurt. That should hurt his case. He gave up on a team. He didn't stay there and prove that he should be the MVP because he could have showed how valuable he really was. Instead, he went to a team, like you said, he can't be double teamed on without passing the ball. And now you're saying you can make an argument for him. I was kind of with it because you could make an argument if you're just looking at numbers. But then when you look at him leaving Houston and going to this team where he can't be double teamed, no.
Time out. Wait, Mark. Wait, Mark. This is the same. Wait, Mark. Hold on. Same guy. Prep on Saturday. Same guy. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I'm not wrong. But this is the same guy on Saturday when me, you, and B Fields were prepping for the last show. Right. Didn't you say I can make the argument he's over LeBron? And time out. Didn't you tell me that? And by the way, you knew he couldn't get double teamed coming into today's episode and the episode before. You knew all this. Now you're telling me. Oh, since you can't get double team.
That's your issue, Christian. You didn't listen. I said up until the point where they brought up Houston, I literally stated that didn't even cross my mind to hurt his argument. But didn't you know he quit on Houston? My head like that.
Didn't you know he quit?
Christian,
I'm saying it didn't process. Yeah,
he didn't think about it until we brought it up and made a case for it. Like nothing, bro. He didn't think about it until we brought it up. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because before that, I was like, yeah, you can definitely make a case. But they brought up Houston. I said they got a good point there. Why would I have him as my MVP when he literally this season quit on his team? Like, why would he be my team? Why would he be the MVP of the league that we love? There's no way. Imagine if Michael Jordan quit the Bulls.
You think I would understand, Mark, if he did it off season. Yeah, he did it in the middle of the season.
He spoke his way into them. He spoke his way there.
He said, "I'm not coming to practice no more."
Yeah, bro. And then he had the players in the locker room wondering, like, what did we do? We've been nothing but nice to him. Like, what are you talking about? Saying the chemistry bad, he can't be there. He knew he wanted to go to Brooklyn. He stated he wanted not even like that, but everyone knew he wanted Brooklyn. It was out there in the media, everything. Everyone knew he wanted Brooklyn. And then he gave it up, went to a team that is a super team at this moment, and now he's an MVP candidate?
While Joel Embiid been working his butt off since day one.
Yeah, if he was in Houston, he wouldn't even have been in the conversation.
That's not true. Timeout. That's not true because prior to him quitting on Houston, he was in the conversation. Do you know how he started?
No, he wasn't.
Timeout. Do you know how James Harden started the season off? Anybody know? Does anybody know how he started the season?
He wasn't playing good.
Actually,
he wasn't playing. Wait, time out.
First game of the season, he played amazing. Yeah.
Melvin, he wasn't playing good. The first game he had 44 and 17.
Yeah.
The second game he had 30.
Nick, listen to his question. He literally said, "Do you know how he
He said
started off the
first
season?
game.
His first game."
I said in the beginning of the season, does anybody know how he started off? I'm not talking
His
just
first game of the season, bro. That's cute, bro. You know what
I'm
saying?
talking in the beginning, but I said prior to the last 3 games when he became fat in Houston, do you know how he was playing?
You can't say prior to the last 3 games.
No.
Bro. He played in those games.
Hey, hold on.
He did.
This
Okay.
is all I'm gonna say. So you brought that up. You know he played, what was it, 8 games with Houston? And you brought up the beginning of the season. He played
He only
8
played
games.
8. He only played 8 total.
Yeah,
I-
4. Yeah, 4 was good. Well, the 4 first was good. Yeah, then
I
the
think
last
4 or
3
5 was good.
kinda
In the
bad.
last, yeah, I know the last
And
3 was bad.
and with Houston, he won 2 games while he was playing.
Right. The team. Yeah. I'm not
So you mean
arguing
to tell
as far
me
as
somebody that's 2-6 is capable of being an MVP?
I'm not arguing as far as the team. If the team was good, that's not my
but
argument. I'm
That's
just
what value.
Bradley Beal isn't an MVP because of his record right
Hey,
now.
No, I got this. Because you said in the beginning of the season, so I'm gonna read off what he did in the beginning of the season. His last game, you remember when he threw that little fit when we blew them out? The Lakers, we blew them out. James Harden, he shot 31% that game.
he
He
did.
had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 16 points. The previous game against the Lakers, when we blew them out, once again, he shot 50%, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 20 points. 15 points the previous game, 15 points the game before that, and 21 points the game before that. And you mean to tell me he was in the MVP category? Is that what you mean to tell me? A dude within 8 games, Christian, 8 games, had 3 games with less than 20 points, and he was possible to be your MVP.
No. I'm not saying he was.
You think he was in the conversation
As far
when
as
he dropped
probably
15,
at that time,
15, and 16?
if I'm counting all 8 of those games in totality, the first 5 and the last 3. That's what I'm counting.
So Christian,
What?
Christian, you can't just break it up. You can't just break it up.
I'm not breaking it up. You didn't hear me. I said I'm counting all 8 games.
Right.
That's what I just said.
You separated.
What? No, I'm saying I counted all 8 games, and then I'm counting the whole body of work this year so far. The whole body of work this year. Yeah, he quit. I'm not arguing that.
What we said was in Houston. You said in Houston in the beginning of the season. Do we know how
he played 8? He played 8.
And
He played 8 games.
And I was just telling you how he was playing.
He played those last 3 games, correct?
Last 4, I guess.
No, you named 3. It was 3. You named 3.
I named 3, but those weren't the last 3 games.
No. I know the last. No. Those were the. If I'm not mistaken, those 3 games you just mentioned. I think those were the last 2 games because I know the last 3 games he played horrible.
15, 15, 20, and 16.
Yeah.
Oh,
those are the last 4.
Okay. Because I know the first 4 or 5. I know he played. I know he played good.
I mentioned the last 5. Me, when I was saying it, I mentioned the last 5 games. You might have said last 3, but I was talking about the last 5.
Yeah, I know for sure the last 3 he played horrendous. But yeah, like I said, I'm not saying James should be the MVP. I don't think so. I'm giving it to Joel.
I know what you're saying, yeah, but I'm saying
Right.
I don't even know how you can make an argument after he quit on the team. I just don't know how you can.
Like if you went to the Spurs, bro, and he's elevating the Spurs or the Grizzlies, I'm with you, bro.
Even
like,
if he quit on his team,
if he went and turned the team,
let's say he went.
But look what he did to lead it.
No, now you can't have it both ways. Hold on. Now you guys
if he went to a team like a bad team and did it, then okay, like I can't even dispute that.
But he quit.
But Melvin,
he quit.
But he still quit. He quit on the Rockets to go to a different team and make them better. Why didn't he just do it for the Rockets?
I'm saying
that's what I was trying to figure out.
But I think what he's saying is like if he would have went to a bad team and turned that team around, that's going to show how valuable he really is.
Okay.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day,
that's what I'm saying.
Right. But at the end of the day, like Nick said, like you guys said, well, this ain't a no-brainer. He quit. So shouldn't that be held against him no matter if he went to the port?
Shouldn't it be? You said he had a case.
I think he does, and that's not why he's my favorite to win. That's why. That's one of the biggest reasons why he's not my favorite.
Okay. And it's not just the fact that he quit. He quit and went to the Nets. That's what it is. Not just because he quit and went to the Nets.
I think it's because he was on the Rockets and he made their team so much worse. Like he like quit on them.
Yeah,
so
he wasn't playing.
Let's say he go to the Spurs, right? He elevate them.
Right.
It just evens out because look what he did to the Rockets before he left. So how can you say, he elevated the Spurs, but then while he was on the Rockets, he did that to them. He made them basically eat dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you went with the James Harden, he's on both. You got to judge him off both teams now.
Exactly.
So with the Rockets, he was not the most valuable player. So what was he on that team?
Yeah.
The least valuable? Like he didn't want to play. They didn't want to play with them. It was like, they ain't gonna quit on us. Like, but then he go to the Spurs and elevate them. So like you got to judge both like together, in my opinion.
I see what you're saying, and I don't disagree, but I'm just saying, like, when we talk about most value, like, I don't even think he should be even in the debate because the Nets were doing good before he even got there. They was actually, in my opinion, they was doing better because they actually had defensive depth. They traded away the defensive depth picks for James Harden. Now they defense trash, and they gonna win games, but they got KD and Kyrie Irving, bro. They don't need James Harden. Now, if he went to the Spurs, or let's say like the Kings, a team that can actually use James Harden, he elevated them. Okay, like you still quit on your team, but you took a team that's terrible, not good, and you just made them something like made them decent, and that shows your value to me. I probably still say no because he did quit, but it's just the fact that
that's
he went
all.
to a worse team.
That's all I was saying.
He'll create.
That's all I was saying
that way. Like,
I'll at least hear it better if it was.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Melvin. Right.
The Nets, bro. No, it's not even close, bro. He shouldn't even.
Without James Harden, they still top 4
Still.
seed. Without Joel Embiid, are they even in the playoffs?
Yeah, because
are they better than Knicks without Joel Embiid?
Without James Harden, Christian, did you not have him in the playoffs? I mean, in the finals.
I had like I said, Brooklyn was going to the finals with or without him. I agree. As long as they have KD, they'll be fine. I ain't disputing that. I'm just talking individual wise. I'm just talking individual wise. Without Joel on 76ers, Philadelphia, they'll make the playoffs. They'll get bounced out first round.
You think they're making the playoffs?
Without Joel? They defense going down in trash.
Yeah. They still have. I mean, I'll still give Ben Simmons a chance. It's just it'll be harder, but they'll be an AC. Maybe that. Like I said, if they make the playoffs, they'll get out first round.
They're not in the playoffs.
Zach LaVine gonna see them boys and get that boy trouble.
Oh yeah, like I'm not talking like they're gonna win a chip without him. Heck no. Without him,
Zach LaVine.
You disrespected Chicago, and you talking about Chicago gonna beat them. So then.
No.
Chicago, then.
No, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, without Joel Embiid, Philadelphia would not be as great as they are right now.
They basically the Grizzlies without them. Ben Simmons and Ja. That's basically all they got.
Wait, man.
At least y'all got Jaren Jackson.
I'm about to say we got to see how JJ.
Yeah, it was all good though, man. We're gonna wrap this up though. It was nice talking to y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the video, and we'll have much more coming up soon.